If you have more than one highest, circle both of them. Minimum could be 4, maximum could be 20. Suppose you got 19 in two rows, so you circle them. Whatever is your highest, please circle it.
Ma'am?
Highest, ma'am?
Yeah, highest. Your highest score in whichever columns, like I will call this first row, second row, third row. This number, I will say it as a row. So whichever is your highest total. Yes, please.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like if I see the second row, where it is written 13, 14, and 15, this is what the total you have asked us to do right now, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
after that, I can see two more numbers like 25 and 37. This is something which I haven't.
Just a second, I didn't get you. What did you say?
Yeah. So there are 4 columns which I see. In the first column, the question number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first row. So if I correspond to the first row, I can see 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's the first. Which is you have asked us to do like by totaling all those 4 questions in a row, as the maximum 20 will come and minimum whatever. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if I move to the third column, where you see 25, 26, 27, this is something I haven't understood.
No. Wait. You have to do horizontal totals.
Okay. So these are the question numbers.
Yeah, this is the question number. So in question number 1, you wrote 4, suppose. In question number 13, you wrote 2. In 25, you wrote 3. In 37, you wrote 4. So 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so 4 is a 12 plus 1, 13. So 13 is your total. That is what you have to do.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I have circled the highest total. Do we need to keep it in order, I mean, from the highest to the lowest like that, or only one number on two numbers I have got highest? That's all.
No. The total highest.
Yeah, the total highest I have done.
Yeah, it's something like let me tell you. Let me tell you. Just 1 second. Suppose in my first row I got 16. Here I got 11. Here I got 12. Here I got 16 again. Then 17. Then 17. Then 9. Then suppose 12. Then 13. Then 17. Then 18. Then 17. So 18 is my highest. So I circle it.
So only one highest you have to circle. You need not concentrate on the next highest.
No, we are coming to that. Okay. But suppose 18 is here 2 times. I have 2 18s. So I have to circle both 18s.
Okay.
Now, whatever is your second highest, you have to put them in a triangle. Second highest, whatever is your second highest, all second highest, you have to put them into triangle. All right. And the lowest you have to put in a square. Whatever is your lowest, you have to put in a square. Okay, done?
Yes, ma'am, done.
All right. Now look at this. Let me explain each one of these for a little time, and then we would have the discussion on this. Now, please remember, most of you, in fact, if you are above 35 or 40, most of you, if you are above 35 or 40, you will have a score in the first column, first row, this score, as pretty high. And if you have the score above 16 or above, if you have a score which is 16 and above, may I please request you to mute your microphones? Okay. So if your score is 16 and above, or if it is one of your highest score, if you have circled it or you have triangulated it, this is a score which is really good. Really good in the sense, people who are high on OK nurturing parent, teaching is a good career for them. They are good teachers. Good teachers in the sense that they are teachers who are nurturing. In my generation, many people with high nurturing parent profile used to become teachers. In fact, you'll be surprised to know in India, if you take, we have, this is TSI TE that we have done, there's a TSI general as well. Most Indians, for that matter, most Eastern world countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Japan, Korea, China, most Eastern part of the world normally has a okay nurturing profile as a very high profile. Most people have a very high okay nurturing parent profile. That's because our culture is such that we are normally parental towards any person that we meet for the first time. We start, when you meet a person for the first time and you do not know what kind of person the other person is, we normally start with a okay nurturing parent disposition. That's the ego state that we patronize, especially teachers. You will realize some of you are pretty young. You must be 28, 29, early 30s. But you end up calling your children beta. 24-year-old child, 21-year-old child. And you will say, beta, tum batao. The child is not your beta age at all. But you will end up saying it beta because you are a nurturing parent. Please remember, we will discuss each one of these. But wherever a style which is okay is high, it's a good profile. So when you please remember here, it's nothing to do with age, nothing to do with age. Suppose I'm cutting vegetables and there's a 5-year-old child sitting in front of me, my 5-year-old daughter is sitting with me, and I cut my finger with a knife. The child will immediately get up and try to do something. Maybe she will tear the frock of her doll and she will try to put a bandage on my finger because she suddenly becomes parental. She has seen me doing that and she knows this care needs to be shown. So that's a nurturing parent profile. Okay nurturing parent profile. Those who have this score as one of the highest, if you would have been in the class, I would have asked you to raise your hands, but clearly I cannot do that. It will take a lot of time for me to see how many hands go up. I just pray that not many of you have this profile as a very high score. People who have this score as very high, they are very good for others, but very harmful for themselves. They are not okay adapted children. They will keep on pleasing others at the cost of harming themselves. And after some point of time, they will start feeling like doormats. They become SpongeBob SquarePants, who would keep on taking, things of other people. And they would not be very happy after some time. They would start feeling depressed because they are always burdened with other people's problem. And they are yes, man, yes, ma'am, yes, man kind of people. They are not able to assert themselves. They have taken their lessons of adapted children too seriously. So they would like to, be socially kind to everybody, even at the cost of bringing harm to themselves. Such kind of people, especially people who are very near and dear to them, they suffer a lot. I'll make a statement. It's a very strong statement, but listen to this very carefully. It will hit hard, very hard. But I want to make this statement. The statement is, people whom you love the most are shown the least love. जिन लोगों को हम सबसे ज्यादा प्यार करते हैं, उनको हम सबसे कम प्यार दिखाते हैं. People whom you care for most, you show the least care for them. You take them for granted. You are so busy in pleasing others, especially having a social image, that your personal image gets impacted. It's something like, suppose I come with a headache home and my daughter says, Mom, can we bake some cakes? And I say, no, I'm having a headache. You want cakes? You ask Papa, he will get it from the market. And suddenly my neighbor's daughter comes and she says, Auntie, my mom told me that you make very good cakes. Can you please bake cakes? And I say, yes, beta, sure, we will bake cakes together. So people who are closest to us, who are the most important people in our lives, are shown the least importance. This is sulking kinds. If those of you who have this score as high, third score as high, I salute to you. I salute to you because you are an asset to the organization, and you would be one good asset for the organization in terms of taking up administrative responsibilities. This is okay controlling parent. Okay controlling parent means you will use rules and regulations and you will control people to the extent that they are required to be controlled. So right amount of administrative skills. If you'll be angry to the right person at the right time, in the right quantum, for the right reason, in the right way, in the right manner, to have the right kind of outcome. So okay controlling parent is a very good news, because country like ours really require good leaders, good administrators who know how to control. And especially in academics, we really do not have many people. Like Divya has been a wonderful associate dean academics. Same responsibility if given to me, maybe I would not be able to do this responsibility with the same fervor that she has been able to do. This bad news, हिंदी में बोलूंगी, ये वो दुर्योधन है जो अभी तक बड़े नहीं हो पाए हैं. Not okay natural children. They just don't want to grow up. They will actually become, parasites. Unfortunately, if you are stuck up with this kind of a spouse, I'm sorry. You need to rethink about your marriage. I'm sorry, please don't quote me anywhere. But these are not okay natural child. They would like to be child. They like to be pampered. They would like to be taken care of. And if they are not taken care of the way that they want to be taken care of, they'll throw tantrums. Sometimes you're stuck up with these kind of bosses as well. Very bad news. Colleagues, very bad news. If you are this, if your this score is high, high means either top or second highest. I must give a standing applause to those people who have this score as a very, very high score. Fortunately, you are at the right place at the right time. Please remember, nowadays, in a country like India, these kind of people are much valued. 20 years ago, these kind of people used to find problems surviving in India. Please don't mind my saying this, but in the previous generation, we had more of these people, nurturing parent people, than adults. And adults will only succeed when they are relating to adults. In the transaction analysis, you must have seen, adult to adult transaction is parallel transaction. Unfortunately, if you're stuck up with a nurturing parent boss, you're doomed. You are okay adult, you have a nurturing parent boss. So you want to relate on an adult to adult platform, the nurturing parent want to parent you. You don't want parenting. The boss wants you to behave like a child or behave like another parent. But you don't want to be treated like a child. Such kind of people in the previous generation were more successful in a country like America. Because in America, if you take this TSI general for all the population, you'll find maximum people in this age group, in this category. Because in the US, at the age of 16, the children are started to be treated as adults. They take their own decisions and they also bear the consequences of their decisions. I live in a joint family. At the age of 50, if I'm going out, my mother-in-law will ask me, where are you going? If not my mother-in-law, my mother would ask me, where are you going? I need to give an explanation, where am I going? If I come 15 minutes late, I need to give an explanation. It's okay, it can be care, concern, whatever. But relating to a nurturing parent by an adult is a cross transaction, day in and day out, and that is an unsuccessful transaction. Problem solving, otherwise, is a very good profile. If you have all adults around you, you'll be very happy working. So these people having this like script would be good workers only if they have more of adults around. If they have children, they would be exasperated. If they have adults, they would be troubled. So it's better to shift base, go to America, you'll survive better. This category, not okay little professor. Tension hai. These are actually, academic arrogant professors who work on their whims and fancies. Too extreme. Albert Einstein must have given us a lot of goods, but he was a bohemian. Sleeping for 2 minutes, taking a 2-minute nap, working for 18 hours. You would work for 18 hours, why will your assistants work for 18 hours? Too much of bohemian, too idiosyncratic people. Taking two extreme positions. This category is a beautiful category. Resilient. We require a lot of resilient people around. Adapted child, but to the amount required. They make a very joyful organization. Very joyful organization. Right amount of curtsies, right amount of social adaptation, right amount of thank yous and please, right amount of constructive criticism, right amount of constructive appreciation. Perfect. Now comes the bad news. Some of you would be very high on this parameter. If your this parameter is high and also this one is high, first one is high, you are a pure nurturing parent. Okay and not okay. This not okay nurturing parent is not a good news because you are too supportive, too nurturing. I'm sorry for being so crude and rude, but you will become like a banyan tree who will not let the youngsters grow under you. Too much of rescuing, not done. Your children will never become independent. I know of children who don't even clear the table after they eat. They don't even keep the plates back. If you're too nurturing, not okay. Okay nurturing is this one. I will hold the confronting for a little time. I am not talking about this for some time. Just hold it. This is, again, not okay controlling parent. Remember, third was very good parenting. Like it is good. This is too prescriptive. You are too much into ought to, should do, aisa hona chahiye, aisa nahi hona chahiye, you must come on time, you must leave on time, you must do this, you must not do this. Too much controlling. Too much controlling. If this is not checked at the right time, you may end up becoming second Hitler, second Kim Jong, the autocrats. Too autocratic. This is right amount of little professor. Such are the teachers who are very, very innovative. They will use very innovative pedagogy, they will use very innovative assignments, very innovative evaluation, very innovative classroom pedagogy, very innovative projects, very innovative, some kind of, what you call syndicate group exercises and so on and so forth. Innovative. Task obsessive, good news for the institution. If you are very high on this, you are an asset to the institution. Your family is going to hate you. Too task obsessive, family is going to hate you. Yesterday night at 8:30, Divya sent me the feedback of yesterday's class, and I was wondering, she's working still. Her daughter must be hating her. I know for these 5 days, she's working in and out. I give her a message at 3:30 in the night and I get a response back. From early morning to night, she's coordinating things. Task obsessive. Very good for organization. Blessing, asset to the organization. Family, they will take the revenge when it comes. Well, now what is important here is, all of you, when you see your profiles, please remember, the ones that you have circled is your default profile. When you meet a person for the first time, you start with the default profile. And if you understand the concept of transactional analysis well, there's a possibility that if you think your default style is not working, you will immediately navigate to your backup style. So a triangle is a backup style. So maybe, to start with, I am maybe innovative. But if I start talking about very innovative ideas, you remember yesterday I was talking about my friend who's very bright. Sometimes, her brightness is so much that she starts talking about her bright ideas to anyone and everyone. And they're not able to appreciate. in a classroom, about 20% people do not get her. Because she's talking such an advanced thing that they will not be able to relate what she's talking about. So if you can understand that your particular position is actually getting into a cross transaction, you need to immediately switch to a typology. Suppose I am talking to people who are this category. So I quickly switch from here to here and I start talking about not okay LP, or maybe I start talking about problem solving A. So that it becomes a parallel transaction. The ground rule is every time a transaction is parallel, it is successful. Every time a transaction is positive, unsuccessful. Now, any profile, any OK profile, I repeat, any OK profile that is less than 9 needs attention. अगर आपका score less than 9 आया है OK profile में, it needs attention. There are different ways of analyzing this tool. There are some very complicated ways also. I'm not getting into that operational efficiency ratio or quotient, etc. I'm doing it in a very simplistic manner for our purpose. Any OK style which is less than 9 is a matter of concern. Between 9 to 12 is a matter of you can actually attend to it and you can improvise it. Any not OK profile greater than 11 is a matter of concern. Not OK greater than 11. That means you're overdoing it. I would rather suggest today in the night at home, you please go back and check. What is question number 1? What is question number 13? What is question number 25? What is question number 37? And you'll be able to relate why it is nurturing parent. And then compare it with question number 8, 20, 32, and 44. And then look at the beautiful language that is used there. So nurturing parent will say, I help my students when they approach me for help. Whereas question number 8 will say, I tend to give advice to people even unsolicited. Look at the difference. When somebody approaches, I give the advice. I give advice unsolicited. Not OK nurturing. Let the person handle the problem, try handling the problem himself or herself. If not done, then I will provide my assistance. Why should I come to rescue to children all the time? So you need to see what is your profile. Okay, now time for questions. And also, in case you are not convinced with any of these, you can always ask me what would be the further interpretation. Did it make sense, or do you want to add something here?
I think Dr. Sunil was asking that he wanted you to repeat for rescuing.
Just 1 second. Could you please repeat rescuing? Okay, I'll do that. Okay. All right. So rescuing means you are not OK nurturing parent, means that you are so much nurturing that you would even protect your child, protect the other person when the person has done something wrong. So, or maybe something wrong, or maybe, you would not the person let it do herself or himself, you would try to do things for her. Suppose, for example, Divya and I are colleagues in the same department. Now, by virtue of my age, I am elder to her. Now, suppose one particular situation and Divya has asked me my help, and instead of giving her help, I say, okay, I'll do it for you. So in the process, she's not learning. I'm doing it for her. She says, ma'am, I'm making this research proposal, but I do not know how to make budget. I made budget, but this time it is, American grant. So I really do not know how to make budget. So can you please teach me? And I say, okay, you forget about it. I'll make it. You don't tell anybody that I'll make it. You put it in your name. Because I'm being nurturing parent towards her. So I'm rescuing her. But does she learn because of this? She doesn't. Instead, if I tell her, okay, Divya, you make the first draft and then bring it to me. I will see whether you have done it right, and wherever there's a shortcoming, I'll help you out. That is supportive. So rescuing is you become like a banyan tree under which, the shaded plants do not grow much. That's rescuing. Okay, don't feel hurt. Any of you, don't feel hurt. But I will ask this question. How many of you, I won't say how many of you, just try to think over it. Has your child, if you have a child, and a teenage child for that matter, have your child ever traveled in a local bus? The answer would be no. Have your child ever traveled in a non-reserved compartment? The answer would be no.
No.
Why? I don't like children who during their MBA or their graduation drive in a car and come. That car is given by their parents. They must come in a local bus. They must know what is the journey in a local bus like. They must earn their pocket money from 20 years onwards, maybe 18 years onwards, purchase a scooter or maybe a scooty on loan, repay the amount and use the scooty to come to college. Why should a chauffeur-driven car come and drop the child? To rescuing. They want to do a project and we'll say, okay, we'll pay somebody and we'll get a model made. Everything is fed in a silver spoon to our children these days. And okay, now coming to this part, confronting, okay, nurturing, this one. This is something, natural child. Confrontation is a word that should be taken positive. Confrontation is confronting when things are going wrong. Confrontation is a way of coming out with better solutions. So ninth, okay, a natural child has a tendency to ask questions. And the more you ask the questions, the better person you become. Our olden times, the Gurukul method was entirely based on questions and answers. There are 10,000 narratives of commentaries of Osho, and everything is based on questions and answers. If you look at Epictetus, if you look at Marcus Aurelius, if you look at Aristotle, if you look at Lao Tse, if you look at Rabindranath Tagore, if you look at Chanakya, the whole education system was in questions and answers. The single most effective narrative is Gita, and it was all based on questions and answers. One teacher, one audience, all questions and answers. Yaksha Prashna, all questions and answers. We have started shying away from making our students, making our people ask questions. And a society that does not ask questions is a weak society. So if you have the courage of conviction to ask questions, it's okay confronting. You are actually contributing to a stronger society. And if teachers do not ask questions, I do not know who will. So if this score is high, I absolutely am in awe of you and I salute you. At one point of time, Osho says, Osho is a thinker and he says, there are people who are good and there are people who are bad, not so good, considered as bad. There are people who are strong and there are people who are weak. If you look at the combination, this is good and strong, this is bad and strong, this is good and weak, and this is bad and weak. Good and strong people, any kind of strength. Strength of ability, of behavior, of character, of power, of position, of knowledge, anything. A society that has more good and strong people is a strong society. A society which is bad and strong will always dominate the good and strong. Bad and weak, not a problem, cocooned in one place. Most of us, at least I, lie in this situation, good and weak. Any society that has more people in good and weak category will be a subservient society. Gulam Samaj rahega. Maybe that was the reason we were subservient for 200 years. To fight bad and strong, we need good and strong. And good and strong have the courage of conviction to confront what is right, what is not wrong. Nirbhayas happened even before and even after. But the generation which stood even by candle marches conveyed that we are standing, confrontation. So that's about these things. I'm sorry, when it comes to speaking, I'm a typical teacher. Any more questions here? Divya, if you have anything to contribute, Beta?
Right now, I do not want to contribute in this particular because it has been beautifully explained by Dr. Tanjul. So the participants, if you are having any kind of doubt in your mind with respect to this template which we have used. So 2 participants have raised the hands. One is
one thing I'm saying here. If all not okay style is less than 11, then what we will do? Okay, If any not okay style is not less than, like it should be less than 11. If it is not less than 11, the idea is we should try to make it less than 11. And how do you do it? You revisit. Suppose this is a not okay style and your score here, your score in this not okay style is suppose greater than 11. Suppose it is 13. So you visit 4, 16, 28 and 40. And you must have given something like 4, 3, 2, 4 here. That is why the total score is 13. So you go back to these items and then you say, what answer did you write? Do I need to work upon this area so that your not okay should be less than 11 and the okay should be less over 12. Make sense?
Yes. Yes, Suman, she wants to ask something. Suman has raised her hand. Suman or Prashant?
No, ma'am, it's okay.
Divya, I would like to say just one thing about tomorrow's session, 9:30. एक चीज बोल दो.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
Friends, tomorrow in the morning, we are having a game. Again, because of the breakout room part, which is a very small part of it. It has certain level of instructions. So I would be communicating through Divya through WhatsApp group. So you people be active on your WhatsApp and like you have to keep your mobile steady because you will be working over that. And also keep a paper and pen with you because you need to work on paper and pen if you don't have a printer at home. Okay, so you'll need to work there. You need to maybe replicate what I send to you on a paper and then work on it. So please keep a paper and pen ready with you.
Yes, Prashant, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, somebody is
Yes,
saying.
ma'am. So first of all, thank you so much, Professor Tandul. It's a really very informative and very openly you have explained each and every point, and I'm very glad. And one thing which I have learned from this session is, as much as possible, try to be at a moderate level, especially in a country like India. So this is something which is something taking the whole scenario into consideration. Coming back to my own rating, because while I was answering, I have answered very deeply by looking at each and every question. And I found the higher component in the fifth part is problem solving and in the prescriptive component, the 10th part. So these two components I find the high. So anything like the explanation you gave, sometimes I feel like, okay, what is like.
Okay, so higher component in problem solving is good because it's okay adult. That means you normally go by facts and figures. You are more cognitive in your orientation. You have a problem solving approach to the problems, and you are very balanced in your approach to the problem. So that is good. That becomes a problem only if the ecosystem in which you are, you do not have people who are also problem solving.
Oh.
So if you're surrounded by people who are more nurturing parent or controlling parent, you will have trouble, having good interpersonal relations with them. So there is where your emotional intelligence comes in, that you have to, tweak your emotional intelligence towards understanding your own emotional pattern, your own behavior pattern, and then accordingly, suppose you are stuck up with a boss who is more of a supportive parent, or maybe a rescuing parent. So he or she would not give you a free hand to work, and then you would be in trouble. So you need to work in a manner, in the kind of giving an ego massage, and then at the same time getting your own work done through like getting that autonomy to do work. Whereas if he or she is your subordinate, then you can always utilize your authority to find your ways out. So since it is all about interpersonal relations, you need to be aware about which position you are in. Now, when you say you are prescriptive, your prescriptive is also high. That means you are too strong on rules and regulation. Such kind of people are very good in terms of making rules, regulations, and guidelines, etc. They follow it also because they are very particular about it. So you would be the one who would never be late, who would have the thumb impression on time, and who would put the leave application on time. But if it becomes too much, then people under you would be threatened because you would tend to ridicule them publicly. You will take them to task if they're not working. You will have a lot of expectations from them. You will not give them proper freedom. You will not give them, you will always give them detailed guidelines, even if the person is very competent. So it's like you are not discriminating between people of different abilities, and you have one size fit all for everyone because you have that default style of being a prescriptive parent.
Okay. So it also depends upon the ecosystem where I am working. So if the
Certainly.
ecosystem is supportive, then maybe I could enhance my skills in a much better
Certainly, certainly,
Okay.
certainly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, you were
Yes.
telling about the not okay and okay score is less than 11. So, how when people get such kind of scores, how to cope up with that? I mean, how to self realize ourselves of increasing our emotional quotient?
Wait. Divya, I couldn't comprehend the question because of some shakiness in my microphone. Did you get the question?
No, please, Dr. Uma, you need to repeat.
Yes, okay.
There was some problem in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now better.
Ma'am, my question is, if the scores are below 11, you were telling no for okay, not okay.
Yeah.
When people get such kind of scores, how to overcome that? How to, in other words, how to increase the score or how to, groom ourselves?
Okay. So, see, I have a three-pronged approach. So, I have always found that what we are today, like why we behave the way they do, uh, whenever what we are today is because of our past and because of the training that we have got from our environment. Now, once we are able to analyze where do we stand and we know our weak areas, one option is opting for voluntary trainings. Second option is opting for good books, which can help you. Third option is discussing with your friends. Fourth option is taking some more psychometric tests to have a affirmation or a reinforcement whether we are on the right track or not, because every psychometric test has a validity and reliability. So some tests would be maybe this test has a validity of 95%, so it may be applicable for 95%. For others, it may not be applicable, or the trueness of this tool could be little lesser for some people, little more for some other people. Now, for instance, if this subject interested you and you think that it has given a trigger for you to explore yourself more, so let me tell you, there's this beautiful book by Eric Berne, and the book is known as Games People Play. So when I started, I said there are four components. Two Vishal has taken, third one I will be taking, and games people play I will not take. So it is about, based on your life script, you start playing games in life because you want to sustain your life script. You are so comfortable in your life script that you want to sustain it. So start playing games in your life. So Eric Berne, his complete work, he has converted into what you call games people play. There's this book available. I promise you, there's another book available by the name Born to Win by Dorothy Jongward. There are two books by the same name, so you have to go for the author, Dorothy Jongward. If you read the book Born to Win by Dorothy Jongward, combine it with Games People Play, combine it with Thomas Harry's I Am Okay, You Are Okay, half of your life problems would be solved. Transactional analysis being used as a clinical psychology for improving behaviors and patterns and life scripts of people. So what I told you is just tip of the iceberg. Based on this, we really cannot chalk out a development plan. So you need to little work upon it more, and then you would be able to chalk out a development plan. If you read case studies based on transactional analysis, if you read research papers based on transactional analysis, if you read the 3 books that I recommended on transactional analysis, you will get some very beautiful insight into why people behave the way they do, which are the areas where I can improve, and then there are further things. For example, I had some insecurities at some point of my time, and I was a typical sulking child, not okay adapted child. To the extent that my extended family members would say, if you ask Tanjul that, okay, today I want to have 1 cup of warm blood, she'll say, wait, I will cut my hand and drop blood in a cup and give it to you. She is so selfless in doing things. But I realized in the process, I was the one who was suffering a lot. So after some time, I started feeling that I'm being used. So training of like my reading of this led me to another theory that is known as NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And believe me, when I teach and train neuro-linguistic programming, every time I teach or train neuro-linguistic programming, some part of me gets the right direction. Every time I teach this TA or this life script analysis, some part of my own personality undergoes a metamorphosis in the right direction. So start with reading, opt for some training programs. There's a full paid this Transaction Analysis Academy available by Eric Berne. enroll in some programs there, but it could be more or less revision of what we have already discussed. Read some books, then look for more things where they can help you become a better professional or have a desired lifestyle. There's nothing right or wrong. It's only about desired lifestyle.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
You're not audible.
Yes.
This is Aparna, madam.
Thank
Yes,
you, ma'am.
please.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful explanation.
I just want to ask you almost the same thing Uma ma'am asked.
Mhm.
My score for the first row is highest, that is 19.
Mhm.
So how can I correct myself? You were telling
No.
that you're
It's the score for the first one is highest. That's very good. Anything
Very
that
good.
is okay, which
Yeah.
is above 12 is very good. Higher the score, better it is.
But you
For-
were telling that you are you want to be for such people whose score is highest for the first row. Always you are pampering others and
No.
to be in the good.
Just hold. But just hold.
Yeah.
Please remember, I think I was little mistaken there. Since I was speaking passionately, I must have messed up somewhere. I repeat,
Yeah.
all these 6 would be either okay or not okay. For example, okay nurturing parent and okay not okay nurturing parent. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, all okay scores, higher the scores, better it is.
Okay.
Okay? And
Yeah.
in any case, when I say higher, it's very subjective. It should
Okay.
be, all okay scores should be higher than 12. Very good.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay,
Any
ma'am.
score that is this okay, all okay scores should be higher than 12. If they are
Okay.
between 9 and 12, there is scope for improvement. If it is less than 9, you really require external help. External help in the sense more training.
Okay.
Okay? But any score which is not okay, the not okay ones, let me change this.
Mm.
The not okay scores have to be less than 11.
Okay.
These have to be less than 11. If it is higher than 11, then you have to work upon it. If it is between 9 to 11, it's perfectly fine. If it is much less than 9, that means you have a lot of control on your not okay behavior.
Okay.
I messed up somewhere in explaining. Sorry.
And it's okay, ma'am. I understood. It was very interesting session, ma'am.
Okay.
We could learn
some-
so many new things.
Thank you. Some of you are sending me these things, that I need to send it on this. I'm not putting it on chat box. I'll be sending it to the WhatsApp, the names of the books and etc. Right?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Actually, I went through this whole session and it was really interesting. And I want to understand some little bit more about this thing. That me from the two different professions. But previously I was in defense forces. Now I'm a teacher educator. I'm teaching BA teachers, you can say. So in that case, I had been with so many different culture, even in defense forces, with the bosses, with the junior, with the supporting staff, and all these things. And now with the community, which is so-called junior to me at all.
Yes.
So I feel that at that point of time, we are not following the same style or same life script at all the time.
True.
But I can say that because as in one of the points you said, if somebody is following rules and regulations, that is one of the default setting of mine. That I never broke any, I've never broken any rule during my schooling and my job profile and everything. At one point of time, you were saying that people who are asking questions, even in defense forces, I was asking question to my bosses also. Why I'm doing this job? What is the objective behind this thing? What actually you want from me? That type of question we are not supposed to ask, but still, then also I was asking to give them better. So I felt that somewhere these whole things is available inside the individual, and as per the situation or as per the person and as per the community in front of us, society in front of us, we are projecting the same style or same life script. Is it so or not?
Okay, so very interesting question. In fact, very interesting deliberation, and you have given a very beautiful insight here. See, what happens is, we all in our journey, because of our birthing process, because of the ecosystem that we are brought in, because of the kind of family that we are nurtured in, because of the kind of schooling that we have had, when we join the work world, we are in a certain, a certain profile of transactional style, certain profile. Our ecosystem makes us adapt to certain other profile. For example, let me guess, but at this point of time, or maybe 2 years ago, or when you just left your army background or your defense background, you would be very high on problem solving, on normative. These two would be very high of you. And also task obsessive. Because army people are very normative, okay, controlling parent, they would be high on problem solving, this one. So your profile would be very high on this. Now, confronting is your this stage profile. Maybe your upbringing was such that you were a positively confronting person, okay, natural child. Army or the kind of unit you were there, or kind of battalion, or the kind of bosses you have had, they could have either nurtured your confronting or diluted your confronting. Maybe the confronting was there, is there, has been retained, has been sustained, and so on and so forth. Now see, now you have come to academics. You are an academic educator. Maybe your this score was less and this was high, but now you maybe need to increase your this score and keep this intact. If within a university premises, you are not an academic educator, but you are rather a proctor, then you need to keep your this and this intact. You need not increase your supportive. Now, what happens is there are ample research papers available that will tell you, ample research papers. There are ample research papers available that will tell you that there are work-specific transactional styles, profiles, which are preferred. For example, I come from a health sector. So we did a lot of profiling of nurses. Nurses who enter the job, they are very high on nurturing parent. Nurses with 5 years of experience become very high on problem solving. Nurses, please mute your microphones. Please mute your microphones. Request you to please mute your microphones. Okay. And nurses which become nursing administrators, they become very high on normative and what you call controlling. Where's controlling? I'm not able to find it. So they become very high on controlling. So depending on the profession, you actually have to. I'm getting a little disturbed with that microphone.
Host can actually mute
mute everybody.
No. I guess I will have to abort the session here because I'm not able to either understand or speak. Okay, so we would be. I'm sorry, I've lost my track of thought. Okay, so depending on the different professions, you need to have a different profiling, and there are ample research papers available which tell you that for military, for defense, for health sector, for marketing, what kind of profile is most wanted. You'll be surprised to know in marketing, ulterior transaction are the way where salespersons are trained, imagine, because ulterior transaction.
You are muted now.
Dr. Tanjul? Dr. Tanjul, you need to unmute your mic.
I have. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying I'm done with it already. It's already going to be 5. May I maybe please sign off?
Yeah.
If you permit, Divya?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Tanjul, for explaining the participants the concept of how they need to understand the okay and not okay part with respect to their individual personalities and individual behavioral aspect, right? And Ms. Shikha has already shared the feedback link for today's in the chat window. So all of you are requested to kindly go through, fill the feedback form, right? And for tomorrow's sessions, we will be getting in touch with you on the WhatsApp, whatever instructions are there. So tomorrow we will be having an interesting activity with all of you, and all the instructions will be passed on to you on the WhatsApp.
And we can have the remaining discussion on this tomorrow, because tomorrow's session will be comparatively smaller, so we can always build upon this more. All right.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
share
you so much,
everything.
Dr.
I
Kanchod.
have to rush somewhere at 5 o'clock, so by tonight I'll be sharing all the resources.
Thank you.
Sure.
ma'am.
Thank you. God bless
Thank
you
you,
all.
Dr.
Thank
Kanchod.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Right. So the books that you are looking at, we will share all the books. We will
I will
share
do that.
you
I
the
will.
name of the, yeah. So we will
For
share
sure.
all the book names also with you. Right. So you can ask your librarian also to procure these books into the library. These are very important books and should always be part of any management institution. Right, even the instruments that we use. So when we are using the Dr. Uday Parikh's instruments, so that book is also available. So you can you can ask your library, your concerned libraries, to procure it. And your students should also refer to it if they are specializing especially into the HR wing. Right, so I think the link is there. All of you please fill the feedback form, and tomorrow, I know it's a Sunday, it's a holiday, but still we will be connecting at 9:30, right? And we will be talking more about the teams, and tomorrow we have a session specifically for the team building activity, the team effectiveness model, and you will also understand from Dr. Khogar what are the characteristics of the effective teams. Right, so that will be done tomorrow. Right, so my only piece of advice, no doubt you are attending the faculty development program. If you are into the academia, all of you, the faculty who are in different institutions or different universities, right, you should know A to Z of academics of your area, plus how a particular program is being made, why we keep the credit points for each course, what is the rationale without, for it, how do we match our program outcomes or the program objectives with program outcomes. You should be very thorough with these things being an academician, because the students are very smart and they wanted to understand, they have this questioning mind. In the future, the future generation which is going to come to your university, they will obviously ask, and you should be very clear about why we have framed these outcomes and what is the benefit of these outcomes, how are they being measured. Right? So be thorough with your academic area.
And we can leave if we are done, right?
Yes, please.
Thank you
Those
so
who are
much.
done, thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, all of
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
ma'am. It was a wonderful session.
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Can we close for the day? All have submitted their feedback.